that, and then boom, start all. Excellent. All right. On this side, I need this, and on this side, I need. Just decrease that. Just keep that up for now. Tab to a new window, and boom. Let's drop that down. All right. Chapter 2 breakdown. 11 scenes. I mean, that's part of the reason right there is I've got too many scenes. So what I did is I took a lot of notes. You see this whole big comment here. Put that into ChatGPT and said, okay, organize this into what my beats are and get the timeline fixed for me. And it really didn't do a good job of it. But you can see this is just a clusterfuck of information right now. And I need to get it organized. This is a rich chapter. You're right, it functions as a pressure cooker that snaps shut by the end. Below is a clean, scene-by-scene Chapter 2 breakdown, organized for momentum, character establishment, and escalation, while keeping you free to add your own prose flourishes. I've handled the timeline question up front, so it doesn't nag at you while drafting. And unfortunately, it did not handle the timeline well at all, and I called it out on that. Like, no, this isn't really doing it. So I tried to break it into scenes and sections, which is fine, but that's still not really working for me. So we go down to the next comment. I'm like, order events feels off. Might need to fine tune. Why it feels off. Emotional spine. Okay, movement 1, control. 2, provocation. 3, consequence. 4, collapse. And then 5, private war. So I took that into 5 things. So let's try and break this down so I can get this better set. Okay, so we have scene 1, which is pre-feast gathering. I like this little note that it added. Masks go on. Two spaces, and then we go down to scene 2. The feast begins. Network is lagging right now. Okay. Collapse the side column. I can see a lot of personal things. You mean a lot of personal things? You mean like my desktop or? This stuff? Here we go. About grief. Yeah. I'm pretty open about that stuff, but yeah, I dealt with a lot of depression this year. Yeah. And unfortunately, I've had to go back to using ChatGPT for it. Sorry, I'm eating while I work. Scene 2, the feast begins. Savage at table. Scene 3, the island story. The safe lie. Scene 4, before the song. Rumors and glances. Scene 5. Truth stripped bare. Sings. That's an interesting subtitle for Scene 5, the song. So how you doing today, book buyer? Scene 6. I see what I did wrong there. $12,000. Good. Awesome. It's fantastic. How's it going? Sorry, 1,200. Awesome. Collapse and accusation. The cost of magic. Scene 7. I really want to be able to condense this down to at least 10 scenes. I did 10 scenes in the last chapter that I did. That seems like an easier number to work with. Then again, it's just a matter of like breaking it down and understanding like what the point of each section is. Jealousy ignites. That's right. This is a really good one. The story that wasn't. Scene 8. The assault and the slap, no more pretense. Okay, this might be where I need to blend things. Scene 8 and Scene 9, the animals beneath. Yeah, these are the things that need to be combined. Okay, Scene 8. The assault and the slap. animals beneath. I'll make this scene. Okay. Maybe that is right. No more pretense. C9. Break. I feel like the break is a better term for when Arista hauls off and slaps Garth. Hot bowl. Break. Animals beneath. And scene 10. I think this is where I want to merge stuff. Maybe not. Yeah. Damn it. Okay. I can figure this out as I go. The withdrawal. Love versus ambition. And then scene 11, where I get steamy. The consummation. Or dominion. And I misspelled consummation. Bam, missed an M. Alright, consummation. Alright, pre-feast gathering, the masks go on. Do this for my sake, because those blue lines are bothering me. So what is your story about? Trying to remember which writer you were. It was Drowning Devil who was doing their own mermaid story. Like monsters. Were you the one with the monster children? Was that you? Let's see. All right, pre-feast, the masks go on. That is a really good beat to start on. Giselle. Actually, let's do this lazily. Bam. Okay. Yeah. So Giselle animatedly discusses her romance novel, which is A Princess and a Centaur. Galen nearby, disengaged, half lost in thought. Okay. So he launches into an overly factual, inappropriate centaur breeding trivia. With Jocelyn hanging off his arm, listening intently to Giselle. So he launches into overly factual, inappropriate centaur breeding trivia. Giselle and Jocelyn shoot him identical looks. Galen trails off mid-sentence and goes silent. That's a great way for the chapter to start. Character signals: Giselle, romantic, unserious, escapist. Galen, intelligent, disconnected, socially maladroit. Jocelyn, performative, watchful, insecure. And Garth's entrance. I kind of like the idea of Garth making an entrance. Okay, we gotta cool with the bold. Why are we still doing bold? to worry for him. Should be slightly insulting, implying that Garrett is not capable. Complains about King's health and lack of abdication. Complains about the King's health and lack of abdication. Says it is no doubt the stress of ruling and the trouble Garrett has brought to the castle that has caused this. Hold the crown and vows things will be better ordered when he is in charge. And a lovely beef ramen with some beef roast that I made a couple nights ago. Threw in some kale. I'm really developing a taste for kale. So yeah, scene 2 has got 2 parts already. It's just having Garth make an entrance. Garth wears a plastic grin that slips easily. When Garrett speaks for himself, it falls, and Garth visibly rolls his eyes. He is condescending to everyone. While attempting to act nice. It's not brotherly concern, it's a soft coup. Scene 2, the feast begins. Savage at the table. Beats. Versus Tablemancer. There. C. Control V. Arissa's table manners horrify everyone. She's eating with her hands. She has no understanding of cutlery. She oversalts every dish. Reaches across the table for food. Chief Pomeroy visibly reddens, struggling to contain outrage. Krista notices him and makes a rude comment. Tries to explain the cook's theory. Again, why are we going bold? Court whispers, stares, barely concealed disgust. Queen Gwendolyn only smiles at this and elbows her husband to keep him from laughing too hard. And starts asking the couple questions to distract everyone from their behavior. Adorably close they sit. King Gregarious starts to eat the same way Arista does. Chuckling the whole time, but has his plate. Taken away. Lulu, stop. Lulu, go lay down. Far too much salt for him to have. Okay. This is where part of where the order gets off a little bit. So, story and rumors and glances. I think that's where things kind of break down a little bit. Okay. So scene one's doing a lot of work in order to set up everything. Okay, and then scene 3 is the island story. So that's scene 4. See danger without revealing truth. The beats, the conversation turns to the island. Garrett carefully avoids mentioning mermaid. Mentions being drawn to her singing. Cord immediately demands she sing. Okay. Control C. Control V. Jocelyn is eyeing Arista the entire time, even trying to match her proud facial expression. I had a lot of fun with Jocelyn and Galen in this story. Like, they're just my goofy, quirky couple who not only are trying to figure each other out, but trying to figure themselves out in the process. Flails when Garrett hugs him. Scene 5, the song. Purpose. Magic as exposure, not beauty. Arista sings. Immediate visceral reaction. People swoon. Lust rises. Men and some women. Others fall asleep. Long silence afterward. pause as senses return afterward. Applause comes late, hesitant, spell broken. Observers, Garth is openly aroused. King Gregarious, Gregarious 2 responds similarly. Belaine is unaffected, quietly watches who isn't. Condemns others, but excuses her father and brother. Perhaps aside at a later date. Sister Kayleen looks visibly disturbed by the performance. Whose consequence and suspicion beats, the king grows ill, the cupbearer swoons. Someone remarks that the wine tasted off. Sister Kayleen mutters about witchcraft, possibly pulls Garrett aside, occurs while Garth is pawing at Arista. So that's... Okay. So scene 6 and 8 are where things kind of blur a little bit. Okay, that's where the order of events is definitely getting fucked up. Okay, so she sings, there's... Alright. Yeah, that's where things are off. Okay. Men start finding excuses to wander over to Arista. or he can interrupt Garth. Yeah, this is a lot to throw in. There's a lot to get the order of this right. Okay, so So Arista sings. Everything that happens. See, now I got that drowsiness after I ate. This is gonna happen. Arista sings. Everybody's enchanted by it. The men have various reactions. Nobles start crowding around her, finding excuses to chat her up. They act like flirty teenage boys. Garrett gets pulled aside by Sister Kayleen, who warns him about dark magic. While that's happening, Garth is pawing at Arista and putting hands on her, so she slaps him, insults him. His wife smiles at this. Okay, so scene 7 and scene 8 need to swap places, it looks like. That's... furiously. Okay, jealousy ignites, the story that wasn't. B. Jocelyn grows frustrated with Galen as he resists her advances. By being uncomfortable with PDA and also sleepy after the scene. Quarrels with him openly, storms off, stops, turns back. Garrett and Arista, glares at Arista, looks at Garrett, starts crying, shouts, "I was supposed to have your love story." And leaves. Galen follows slowly, baffled. He stops and turns to express his gratitude that Garrett has returned safely, bows awkwardly to them both and scurries off. Oh, this works. That absolutely works. Alright. Control V. She does not calm down. In fact, grows more furious. Claims they've been fawning over her, calls novel dress a lie. Says they are animals pretending otherwise. Garrett, furious and alarmed, ushers her out. Oh shit. I got the whole part where the king is supposed to fall ill too. Shit. There's so much juggling going on. King starts to agree with her, saying something like, I've been saying this for years. Grows ill again. Worse this time. Cupbearer swoons. King calls him a light. Stop. King calls him a lightweight before finishing his cup. C, Control V, These scenes should feel crowded and airless. Dialogue overlaps. Reactions matter more than speeches. Let Belaine and Kayleen observe, not explain. Arista never apologizes. This is key. Garrett's anger should feel new to him. Go right. This chapter is a loaded gun. Don't blink. Yeah. All right. I'm going to take what I got, put that back into the same chat that I'm having with ChatGPT. See what it says. This version is much tighter. The order no longer feels off in a structural sense. You've aligned cause, reaction, escalation cleanly. What you're feeling now isn't wrong order, it's compression and emphasis. A few pressure points just need tuning so the chapter breathes and the climaxes don't stack too closely together. I'll keep this surgical and respectful of what you're already locked in. Big picture, you fixed the core problem. The chapter now has a clear spine, 1 masks, 2 discomforts, sexual rumor, the choice, the spell, behavior unleashed, emotional rupture, moral judgment, physical consequence, private reckoning. That's solid. You're no longer fighting the order, you're deciding where to linger and where to snap. Scene by scene micro notes, new rewrites, pre-feast gathering. This is excellent as is. One tiny note, Galen's centaur ramble shut down works because it mirrors what will happen later socially at the feast. That's good thematic foreshadowing. Don't over-polish it. Let it be awkward. Keep exactly where it is. Garth's entrance. This is strong, but don't let it peak too early. Suggestion, let Garrett get one clean, confident line in that lands. Then have Garth's grin slip. This preserves Garrett's authority so erosion later feels earned. Scene 2, Savage at the table. This is one of your best sequences. 2 tuning points. Chef Pomeroy's outrage and Arista noticing him is gold. The king copying Arista is comic and dangerous. Keep it brief so it doesn't steal weight from later illness. Think laughter that curdles later. Scene 3 to 4, rumors and island story. These now sit correctly. The queen's teasing belongs before the song, and you've placed it right. It primes the court to want the song for the wrong reasons. If anything, let Garrett deflect once successfully, and fail the second time when singing comes up. That makes the trap snapping feel real. The song, this is your true fulcrum. Everything else is fallout. 2 notes. A long pause before applause is crucial. Don't rush it. Belaine watching who isn't affected is one of your quiet power moves. Sister Kayleen's disturbance works better here than later. You placed it right. Scene 6 and 7, Garth and Slap. The ordering is now correct. What's working? Men drifting toward Arista first, ambient threat. Garth inserting himself after the song emboldens him. Sister Kayleen pulling Garrett away at the worst possible moment. The last part is especially good. It makes the slap feel inevitable, not impulsive. Do not move the slap earlier. It needs the full weight of the song behind it. Jocelyn's outburst. This lands emotionally because it's not about Arista, even though she thinks it is. 2 small notes. Galen's awkward gratitude afterward is perfect tonal whiplash. Let the room still be buzzing from the slap when this happens. Overlapping chaos is your friend here. The scene doesn't compete with the slap, it reframes it. Scene 9. Animals beneath, the king falls ill. This is the only place I suggest micro reordering, not because it's wrong, but because you can sharpen causality. Consider this internal order. Arista condemns the men. King jokingly agrees. Cupbearer swoons. Comic ominous. King finishes his cup anyway. King falls ill. Worse this time. Wine tastes off. That way Arista's words feel prophetic. The king's agreement damns him. The illness seems like consequence, not coincidence. You don't have to change text, just pacing. Okay. That's what I did. Yeah. No, it's suggesting a micro reordering that I don't need. Yep, I'm good. These are placed exactly where they should be. Key strength, the argument is ideological, not romantic. The storm mirrors her, not him. Garrett trying to leave is the moral line, ending on his realization that the act is absolutely the right call. Why this now works. Earlier scenes were competing for most important moment. Now the song is the axis, the slap is the moral breach, the king's illness is the cost, and sex is the consequence. That's a clean hierarchy. You're no longer fixing structure, you're sculpting emphasis. That's exactly where a chapter should be at this stage. If you want next, I can help you choose where to hard cut versus linger, or help you identify chapter and echo lines, or sanity check that this doesn't step on chapter 3's opening. But structurally, you're locked in now. Okay. All right. That's a lot, but I can write that. I can definitely write that. Sweet. It's sloppy. Yeah, this doesn't look neat, but it's doable. What time is it? 2:33. All right. Proud of me. Proud of me for getting that done. Where are you, Rizzy? Oh, hey, Resignacious. Ooh. I'm a baby. All right. Got the tea kettle going, and now it is time to switch gears. Let's do save. Drowning book to chapter 2 outline. Bam. Yeah, it's sloppy, but it's good. It's done. Just an hour in. That's fine. I had outlined it prior. It was just like a rough pass, and then this morning I wrote everything out. And then I tried just punching everything into ChatGPT, and it gave me back. It was kind of sloppy, but my notes were kind of sloppy. I understand it not being able to get out exactly what I needed it to. So, yeah, it's good to go. Hi Lou. So now I'm going to swap gears and I'm going to work on artwork a little bit. Let's get the keyboard out of here. Let's adjust the tablet. So I got a nice down. What do you want, Lou? Do you need to go outside? Yeah? Okay. Okay. So I guess I'm doing that. Yeah. And then when I come back, I will be working on the artwork for Drowning the Lonely Island, or Lonely Isle. Yeah, the dog just gestured she needs to go out. That takes priority. And I just got a tea kettle going. Damn it. I'll be back. Hey, cat. Yeah. Oh, are you hungry too? Okay. Hello. Hello, Rizzy. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hi. You getting ready to go out? Don't come to me. I was going to put it in front of you. Hi, buddy. Hi. Just chill. Give me a second. You see it? There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Toss a little protein to Rizzy there before I take Lou out on her walk. He's a growing boy. I'm feeding him super worms, which have exoskeletons that don't break down easily. Ooh. No, this is good, Lou. This is good timing. I could use a walk. I need a shower. I can use a walk after I eat. Then I can come back, get some artwork done, maybe try to get the lines in on that. Alright, wait. Okay, go. Good girl. Come here. Come on. Let's get your harness off. Oh, man, this is the way to save the poop I forgot we had. Cheap viewers. Cheap viewers, streamboot.com. Remove the space. Hi, Lou. Tea brewing again. Need to wake up. Get some more weights real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. Someone likes you. Really, another thumbs up from Unrestricted MKTG. Well suited to the role of DPA print operator. Well, okay, hire me then. That's like the second time they've given me a thumbs up. Sweet, I got a follower. Appreciate that. So Robin Hood is doing real quick before the markets close. Grab my pen, grab my glove. Made more money today. That's nice. AMD is down. Jeez. Apple is down. Nvidia is down. Amazon is up. Kraft Foods is down. Good. Okay. Let's get back to this. Still in draw mode. I want to take this layer and I want to drop it down. Boom. So that becomes more faint. Let me get rid of that layer so it brightens everything up. Maybe add a layer. Switch that. Why is that over here? Make that layer white. Grab the fill tool. Bam. Okay. Okay on that. And switch that back to a black and white. Grease pencil. Mecha pencil, that's more my jam. See if I can't salvage this into something I like. Alright, I'm back. Ish. Another hour to chip away and work at this stuff. God, I hate this. I hate this now. Why do I hate this? The back could be better, it looks like. Another layer. Ah, sleepy. Sleepy. It's like the brush tool. Alright. See if I can't fix this section a bit. A little less drama there, a little bit of a bump here. Soften some of my curves a little bit. Had this tablet, this X Pen, for a while, and I've just never really been crazy about it. Just doesn't work great for me. Lou, could you not? I love you, baby. Please shut the fuck up. Move this in such a way where I'm still visible on screen. Okay. Lou. I always get this negative voice in my head when I'm working, especially since college, that I should be drawing better instead of just accepting where I'm at and continuing to work on it. And it gets me really frustrated. It's definitely something that doesn't help me. I gotta get that mantra out of my head and just keep practicing, keep working at it. Like, I know if I was doing this every day, like I wish I was, I would get better, inevitably. But I don't practice, and I just put the pressure on me when I have to get things done. It takes all the fun out of it. I used to enjoy this quite a bit. I really wish I could just get back to that point where I had fun drawing and creating. But I gotta stop blaming college. It's not college's fault. It's not my art teacher's fault. It's not my wife's fault for all the stress that I went through at the time. It's my own fault. Mostly for listening to all the bullshit that I had going on at that time. But I had major fucking burnout as I was going through college. Major burnout. It really messed with my head. It was a lot more difficult to do this stuff. I just gotta let all that go at this point, like that was years ago. So I would like to be doing comics. I'd like to be doing graphic stuff. Not just writing romances, but this is a little bit. This is a little touch, a little taste, a little tippy toe into that world. So it's good that I'm doing this. It's good that I'm giving myself this practice. I'm working at it every single day. Webbed hands. His neck comes down this way. So his clavicle here. And about here would be the clavicle, and then the chest. Build up this way, and let's not be afraid to go big chest on Garrett here. A real manly man. Bring that down, a little bit of a peck under here. Shoulder before the arm. And go more square. Round that out. Not real big on drawing, dudes. So male anatomy fucks with me a little bit. I would much rather focus on female anatomy, personally speaking. Shit, maybe I am straight. Fuck. Guess all the guys in gym class were fucking wrong. let's see. We have this hand. It's one of those things where, like, as a designer, you can really screw yourself up by trying to incorporate details that you really don't know how to draw. Like, see an enemy hair. That's gonna be a bitch. That's gonna be a bitch. I'm thinking the best way is trying to figure out the best brush that I can and do it like one strand at a time. Because it's hard to capture it as a volume. I mean, hair is hard enough when you're drawing it like as, you know, shapes and filling that in. But when you're like creating something that's just wild, it makes it more difficult. So I think what I want to do is go for like a shape at least. Kind of like how that's working. I like this bit. It's billowing up. Trying to draw this wild hair and then have it kind of come in together. There we go. Yeah. No. Nope. That round bone. No, no, that's not it. Okay. Yeah, I feel like her expression is kind of off. And what if... set that line down. The eyebrow line. I think what I want to do... No. That does a little better. This hand could be better too, though. What time is it? I don't know if I've been working. Okay. That hand needs to be improved. Like that hand looks too big compared to this hand. Brew up some more tea. Hey, Riz. Low. Sorry, I just found a job. Seems interesting. Something went wrong on our end. We try. Something went wrong on our end. We try. We try. Motherfucker. Damn it. Alright. Two-dimensional thin derp. Okay. Yeah, this hand, this mitten type thing needs to go. Ah, shit. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. This is a sketch layer anyways. I meant to do all that on this layer. I fucked it up. That's okay. This layer is meant to be going over again anyways. No, we're going to skip that line because that's just going to make her look old. Oh, chill, buddy. Check your tail for poop. You're okay. You're okay. Come here. Oop. Spiky head. You got a spiky head. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You're extra for a spiky head. You just stabbed me with the back of your jaw. That was weird. That was weird. Alright. Alright, back people. Just for a few more minutes, but I really gotta hit the shower. Do that. Do that. What are you doing? Hi. I don't want to let you on my computer. I'm afraid it'll be too hot and then you'll poop on it because you'll be way too comfortable with it. So can you just chill right here for now? Chill while I do some artwork? Yeah, you've never seen me do this before, have you? So part of the reason I went with a bearded dragon is they're supposed to be so chill that you can just take them out, pop them on your shoulder, and they'll just sit there for you. But you are still a teenager. Yeah. So you're not chill yet. You will be. Someday. Someday you'll be chill. I was really happy I was able to find somebody so orange. Hey, buddy. Hey, my big boy. Hey, my big boy. So this hand's got to go, right? That's just too big. Fine tune that detail. Bring it down a bit. The thumb is a guide. Take out the back of the hand there. No, I don't want you on my computer. I see you looking. You and Mischief can both stay off of my computer. It's coming along. And then layer back on. Oh, then you really can't see shit. Other than the blue pencil. Hi. Hi. That's my glove. Yeah, that's my glove that you just tongued. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Come here, buddy. Oh, come here, buddy. Yeah, come on. Here, I want you here. Get some sunlight for you. That's what you need. You need sunlight. Last little charge up before I put you away for the evening. Do, 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 do. Alright, this hand. Oh. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You are difficult to work with until you get sleepy. Hi. Hello, dude. Hi. Hi. Hello, Riz. Oh. Oh. I'm wondering if it isn't time for me to end the broadcast pretty soon anyways. Yeah, it's about 4. Mama's about to be done with work. I should hop into the shower before she gets here. Especially if I can conveniently time it, so I'm just stepping out of the shower as she arrives. And do the whole, like, sexy, like, oh, you're here. That sort of drop the towel. You know. You know. Yeah? Hi. Hi. Show you off the camera real quick. It's Riz. It's Rizilla. Hey, dude, do you see yourself? Can you see yourself on there? Who's that tiny little lizard on the screen? Who is that? That's you? Is that you? You want to do a head nod? Oh, oh. Whoa. See how big we can get you. Oh, oh, oh. I don't want you climbing onto the keyboard. I know, dude. I know, my guy. Hi. Hey, big boy. Hi, big boy. You're really just not going to let me work, huh? You want to explore? Well, I suppose. I made good progress. I did most of my pencil sketch that I was aiming for. So I think this is a good time for me to log off, spend a little time just bonding with Rizzy here, and then, shower and prepare to spend the evening with the wife. So I think that's it for me today. I've done good work on book 2. Right here, I'm working on the cover art for book 1, trying to get this done so I can get it out there, published. This week would be absolutely fantastic. I think tomorrow, when I work on this, the plan is to play around with colors and get my base layer of colors in. And from there, keep building onto the line work. Now, I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing, if I'm going for just like a comic book style where I ink everything in and then fill it in with color. That'd probably be the simplest route to go. Or if I wanted to really paint it, then I could paint it in a way where I'm intentionally making the lines disappear and just using paint, which I think would give it more of that romance cover genre style. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe even pop open a tutorial to help you figure out how to do that properly. For tomorrow, today, at the beginning of the stream, the first hour was dedicated to just figuring out the plot line for chapter 2 for the second book. So I am ready to plug that in and start typing that tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, like post lunch, get to drawing, get to painting, get to adding details onto this stuff. So yeah, feels like it's a decent day's work. It's Monday. Hopefully I can get this done by Thursday at the latest, and then publish on Friday. And by that point, I hope I'm done with chapter 3. That would be fantastic on the second book, which means I would only have another 14 chapters to go. Which would mean I'm probably about a month away from getting that done at the end of this week. So, not really the goal. I wanted to get the second book done in the first month, get my draft finished. But I'm already a little skeptical as to whether or not that's going to happen. So, we'll see. We'll see. All right, thank you, everybody who's joined me, everybody who's been hanging out, commentators or not. I do appreciate the views, that precious, precious attention, because it's the most valuable thing that exists now, right? Attention. So yeah, I will check you guys later. Just close out real quick. Goodbye Twitch, goodbye Kick, and goodbye YouTube.